Welcome to Redemption Ridge, episode 3 of renovating this 117-year-old farmhouse. At this point, I was not even recording myself or my face. I was so exhausted just painting cabinets frantically. In this episode, you'll see a lot come together. Flooring, I think I might be able to fit lighting into this episode, but so much has changed since I was on here a month ago. So let's get into it on this episode. Not my ADHD where I'm supposed to be doing other things and I end up painting several different sections of the cabinets to see what I think about them. Whenever I hear a scream from Christian to come save him, so I had to go grab my gloves because I have open wounds. Just look what he's doing. Today's episode of this old house. We just got our flooring delivered, our hardwood. Bruno's flooring is seriously so amazing. We just absolutely love that small business. They delivered it all half in here and half upstairs for us. They're so sweet and helpful. We're trying to save on labor, obviously, so we are doing this whole install ourselves. So down here, this is obviously a slab floor, so we got the Cadillac of the mats here because we have to float this floor instead of nail it down. And basically what we're gonna do is do an installation of gluing together the tongues here. It's a floating floor. They recommended not removing the baseboards because they're obviously old and original and will snap. So that was kind of a change of plans. So we're gonna end up having to do like a shoe molding around the edges. So we're gonna lay this mat out, try to figure out our pattern. This is a varied width plank, so you have the biggest width, smallest, and then medium. So we're a little bit nervous just about, we don't want to mess it up, but we're gonna try to get our groove here. So put this pad down. Christian's gonna notch I forget what these are called, whatever this millwork is called under here. It's a floating floor, so we're gonna leave 1/4 of an inch so it can float, and lay these mats down, start the process. And then upstairs will be different because it's the same material, but we obviously have a subfloor, so it's actually gonna be treated like traditional hardwood with a little bit of an underlayment, but for a sound barrier, but nailed down. So we'll get to do 2 different kinds of installation on the same floor. Let's see what happens. Have you always wanted to do that off your front porch? Speeding this up, but basically the process was just laying out the pattern and then putting glue on the tongues of these, popping them in, and then hammering them back down. It was really simple for the floating floor aspect, and Christian and I started dividing and conquering so that we got it done. This part went really quick. I think we got the whole downstairs done in a day and a half or something. So for some semi-pros, I think we did a pretty dang good job. What do you think about your new room?
I love it.
Why do you like it?
Because look how nice your closet is. Beautiful. My closet's so nice, but I'm gonna need your help to put clothes up there.
Yeah. We'll build you a ladder so that you can climb up there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like is it like one of those
one that like hooks on?
Yeah. No, how about one of those like when in the book how there's like a shelf and if you can't reach it, you put a sliding rail.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Farther.
From people who used to live here. So do you like your room, Channing? What do you think about it?
I love it, but
We're gonna put flooring in here, obviously.
okay,
And
it's not really nice in here.
and we're gonna paint for you too. I'm gonna paint for you, okay? All right, sis, let's go look at your room.
And this is my dresser.
I think that, yeah, maybe. I don't remember if I'm
Isn't
refinishing that for you.
upstairs on the very top? Is it up
Turn your light on. Yeah, I know. We already uncovered it.
This used to be shower room?
Yeah. What do you think, Kami?
That desk is gonna stay here. What do you mean? Oh, you can look at the horses. Look.
Yep.
You can look at the horses. Your back
Out your
will be
window?
right here.
Ooh, I have a humongous closet.
Yeah, it's huge. And look how big.
You want a ladder for yours too, so you can get stuff up there? Oh, I see a dog up there. See him back over here, like a fake one, like one of those Great Danes. Come over here and look.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there's still stuff up there.
Here.
Like go over to the side, you can see it.
It's a dog.
Yeah.
Let her come right.
What do you think about your room, sis?
It's a great thing.
This is Mommy and Daddy's room. We just have to throw that shower away. Dad had to cut it out.
Spot that you guys have to.
It-
Got like a little sofa. But it's small. Maybe you can see the horses too.
She can see them better than you.
What do you guys think?
Oh, Mom, if you walk out and you go into that room, you can.
I wonder if there's a Mr. Fun's room before.
It is, yeah. I've not done a good job documenting this process because it's been painful. But for the flooring, what we're doing is laying down this awesome underlayment that's going to be a moisture barrier and soundproofing. And then we're duct taping all the seams. And then the flooring on top of it. So with this flooring, it's varied widths. So we're just running the pattern of big, skinny, medium, all the way down throughout, and just making sure that splices aren't right next to each other. There's probably a much better, more professional pattern to lay, but we liked it like this, and I think it looks great. So now we're moving into the kitchen, which I could not be more excited to cover up. On today's episode of This Old House, our backs are broken from laying all but this chunk of floor of the entire downstairs in a day and a half. Oh my. And it's the kids' first day at the farm. And as you can see, they've had a great time. Wow.
Oh, we're so.
Take your shoes off outside because we have new floor. Wow. You guys, okay. You're gonna have to come sit in here on the carpet under pad, probably. And I'm painting because I got tired of laying on the floor. And poor Daddy is in, oh, you got that closet or the pantry. And now he's in this hole, so.
Has she ever bit your fingers?
Not yet. So on the flooring, downstairs we use the same product, but up here we are nailing it down instead of gluing it, making it a floating floor like we did downstairs since it was concrete down there, and here we're gonna nail it directly to the subfloor. So the underlayment is a lot thinner up here just for sound barrier. And lay that down first, and then it gets installed just like regular hardwood. So it's getting nailed down, actually stapled down on the tongues, and that's been a little bit harder actually of install than downstairs, but we finally got it figured out. And then dealing with the unsquaredness and having to figure out how to nail it backwards since it only nails into the tongues, and then measuring from there and working our way back out here. It's been a little bit of a challenge, but I think we got her figured out now. Had to kind of put our heads together and phone a friend on what exactly to do to make it work. But it's looking really good. Hoping to have this done in the next day so we can move on. Everything work? So this is the first time that us amateurs had to go from this way and then not backfill, but start there and then get back here again. So we're just kind of living on a prayer. And I'm also not very good at content either because once again, I'm recording this way and everyone keeps telling me to record it this way. So sorry about that. So, dear Lord Jesus, we're asking for a miracle. Oh, I don't know, babe. I don't know. We'll see. Me too. I'm scared. I don't want to get this on video. I got a sinking pit in my stomach. Okay, on today's episode of This Old House, I don't remember even what day that we're at or how many dumpsters that we've had at this point, maybe like 5. But we've been on flooring since Friday and today is Thursday. So non-stop flooring. So I'll show you what we have here. We got the entire downstairs laid in like 2.5 days. And then we went upstairs and we're nailing that down. So it's taken longer, but I think we're gonna finish it up. Everything is really dirty, but we brought the dogs home because at our current house, we have inspections and appraisals and all that fun stuff going on. So we have the dogs and the kids here. And this is all the flooring we have left. So I'm really hoping that that is gonna cover, I'll show you what we have left upstairs to do. Because I just kind of guesstimated when I did my measurements. So dirty. And then since we couldn't remove this chunky baseboard, we ended up getting this. This was expensive. I just was like, okay, this is what I like. So we're gonna have to put that obviously to hide the seams down here. And just this alone was like $800. I was not pleased with that. But this is what we got. Appliances yesterday. This is kind of what we're dealing with in the kitchen. I don't have lights on in here. Obviously gonna have to finish out like a panel or do a cabinet above there. Not really sure yet. And then lighting is supposed to come into our store today. Actually, we ordered it through our store at Backbone Home. I got like 2 lantern lights for here, and then I got chandeliers for out here and another light for in the living room. So I'm excited to see those. We're gonna take that range hood down and do a new one, and I'm probably gonna have Christian paint it similar to like this color. And then I got yesterday from the hardware store, these kind of stuck out to me. And I usually don't like knobs, but I actually do. So I'm thinking that we'll do knobs on there. And then I got 2 different sizes of the pulls. So I'm thinking these and then those up there. Almost done with the painting. I think that what I'm gonna do, I for sure am gonna replace this sink. I really don't care for it, and do something a little nicer, like maybe, I don't know, but sink and faucet for sure. May even replace, I hate to just replace this granite because nothing's wrong with it, but we'll see what happens. It won't be right now, but we'll see if we do that in a couple weeks. The trim around these windows, you know, this kitchen's kind of wonky. It's got a lot going on, and so instead of having high contrast or accentuating any of this weirdness with like a backsplash, I think that I'm actually gonna take down, minimally paint the window trim to match this, and I actually think I'm gonna color drench the entire ceiling and everything this same color but a different sheen. This is more of a high gloss. It's Perfect Khaki by Sherwin-Williams. And even over to here, just so that it doesn't seem like, you know, it already feels like you have a bunch of cabinets like shoved in a hole. And that kitchen's actually deceivingly large once you're in it, but it's so narrow that it really, I think it's going to kind of flatten everything if I do you know, if I color drench it. Sorry, I'm losing it over here. And then I plan on doing a little banquette over here with a little table. And I don't like the way that this is trimmed out anyways. So by removing that and flattening it with the color of the paint on the wall, then I think I'm gonna do like brick or stone backsplash all through there. And then it won't be as highlighted with the variation of the different heights of the windows and stuff, and then extend it over to here. I think I'm gonna do that old thin brick or like a thin stone. And that way it'll kind of seem, I think it'll make it bigger and flatten and draw less attention to the cabinets being shoved in that hole. And then of course, once we wrap the fridge, it's still a narrow kitchen, but I think it'll be better looking as you're sitting over here in that cute little banquette. So we'll see what I can do in here. Like I said, this is not my dream kitchen, but it's what we're working with right now. And it is a good, like, it's a good use of space in here. There's a lot of storage. There's a lot of cabinets. It's just really narrow, but, you know, to actually change that would be to remove this load-bearing wall. That takes structural engineering, and then moving it out or just deleting it completely is running a beam up in there, which isn't a huge deal, but of course then that leads to, I mean, expense, time frame, flooring, and then it leads to all new cabinets, all new countertops, all new everything. And I think long-term, that's probably what I'll do. I actually am looking at between these two windows, doing like a center point of a larger range, with the range hood going up the ceiling, and then you do your sink centered with that window, and then come back off of that and do a big island with chairs, and then dining. But honestly, this house too, I really wanted to challenge myself with this, because this home is, you know, it's an old home. It was started to be built in the 1800s. Although I love and I'm used to the big open concept kitchens, that would not have been original to this house. So I'm like, you know what? Let's see if I like it. I've never had a galley kitchen. And there is obviously plenty of room. Like we can end up doing, when we build a banquette here, 4 people sitting here. This, I just kind of played around with this in here from the design aspect. To where I think I'm gonna have Christian keep the lights in the same location. So chandelier there, that'll kind of be our dining, like credenza server. I'll do something on the wall there. And then table, I mean, you could still seat like 10 right there in a dining. And I don't know if you can really see the scale of this, but there is a lot of space here that it felt weird to walk into this front door and right into the dining room. I originally planned on doing like just a huge dining room, but it feels weird. So I'm gonna try to be creative right here and do something like more of like an entry, obviously not like a piece of, I don't know, we'll see. But that's kind of the plan that I have so far. And maybe a couple of like swivel chairs from our furniture store with like a coffee table. So there's plenty of seating. It's just that the kitchen itself, I'm like, you know what, I'm the only one cooking in there, or, you know, 2 people. So even whenever we host, maybe this is better that we kind of have the kitchen tucked back here. And then we have all of this space for entertaining and of course outside. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking. I have, what? Okay, buddy. L-shaped sectional here. My piece of furniture is going to go on the wall here for TV. Long term, I want to do a ventless fireplace here, 12-foot ceiling, so it can really be grand. And this is like my favorite part, upstairs and downstairs. The whole house is this like little jut out thing, the view. So let's go upstairs now. I have these steps. I think I'm gonna see what I can do with like repainting them and doing wood filler. They won't be perfect, but I just kind of want to challenge myself because I've never done a I've never done a staircase before. This will be the kids' bath, so small. I really wanted to. Did I hear something? No, I guess not. I thought I heard water running. Guess not. I guess it's the fan. Surely not. So we have to replace some subfloor there. See what we're dealing with that. This is one of the kids' bedrooms. Halfway done with the flooring in here. This I'm gonna paint out. So this will be awesome for storage long term because the bathrooms are smaller. There is a ton of storage in there. Almost done in here, minus the closet. Hi, babe. that's what we're working with.
How about Mama? And bring me some boards.
Okay. All right, I got to get back to my laborer job. I have permanent splinters at this point in every finger. My hands hurt so bad. Babe, do you feel bad for me?
I feel so bad.
Okay, thank you. All right, so
Give me a massage later.
that's what I've been doing is we have our pattern of skinny. Also, do you like my shoes? These are not OSHA approved, by the way. Skinny, big, medium. And I've just been basically separating wood for Christian and have been hammering it in, but I complain a lot when I do it because it really hurts my little tiny weak wrists. But all right, back to work we go. That's what we've been doing though for nearly a week is flooring. I'll show you outside real quick because we've done a little bit out there too. Valor. Okay, so out here is where the girls were standing yesterday. Ooh, it's raining. We need to get that drywall inside. Our sweet guys from our store brought over drywall because in that room, that's where the mold and stuff was. So we have to replace the drywall in there. We have HVAC company coming next week. We had a power washing bid last night. Obviously we have rot around the windows, so they have to be really careful. And I think that they're gonna lime wash for us also. We love a couple of these small businesses, so we'll definitely highlight them on the next couple episodes. They also were talking about the garage here is something that they gave us a bid for of power washing it. And I was planning on painting it white, but they said that they're like, you know, we'll do whatever you want, but are you sure you want to paint it white because of the maintenance? And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. So we're going to power wash it and see what color it'll come out to be and maybe stain it or whitewash it. So that's what we got going on. My old dog is around here somewhere and she is loving life. She's 13 or 14, Remington. And she is just living her dream, and I'm so happy that she made it out here because she literally is just living her best life, and this is probably where she will end up dying. I hope not anytime soon, but and getting buried out here and live with us forever in our forever home. So Valor is also loving life. All the horses are gone. We have some surprises coming up for that I cannot wait for. So all right, back to work I go. It's my lucky day because this truck behind me, my birthday is Saturday, and I was trying to sweet talk Christian into hustling and getting this lighting up for me, but from our store, we ordered this lighting and logistics said that they could not deliver to a residential address. And this was supposed to be delivered to our store earlier, and then we weren't gonna be able to install the lighting right now. But this angel of a truck driver just delivered our lighting that was supposed to be at our store here on the job site, which means Christian's gonna be so excited because he's gonna get to install this lighting. It's my lucky day. Yes. You know how that lighting you said you couldn't possibly install today?
Deliver it here.
It's my lucky day. I did not think that they would. Logistics told me they wouldn't. And he's like, ma'am, I have a pallet of lighting for you. It showed up here, babe, so we can install it here. Are you happy? Oh, this literally just makes my day. He said, this is not the semi-truck. He said, this is not the semi-truck. They should have delivered me out here. He said, but I guess it is your lucky day, ma'am. Woohoo. that a lot.
How the heck do you get the last hook in there?
Very carefully.
Oh my. Seriously. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Alright.
Pretty. That makes such a big difference. Babe, I love them. Thank
You gotta do some
you.
drywall work up there though.
And painting. Wow.
I'll give him a Botox somewhere.
Oh, this the last one, yeah.
Scratch. Can I put them in that little cubby right there?
No, I have to paint in there. We have to do trim. Don't scratch anything with your swords either.
Where I put my sword?
Put them in this closet.
This closet's got shit in the way.
Go put them in the
That
garage.
needs to be trimmed too.
Go put them in the garage.
No.
Put your swords away somewhere. I don't want them
I'll
out
put them in
here.
the closet.
Go put them in your mold closet.
No. You don't understand. This is our retirement. Come on, open that.
Christian's installing cabinet hardware, complaining
All night.
every step of the way.
I
But
have not said one complaint yet.
the funny part is, and I still have touch-ups to do, of course, is that I went to a combination of Lowe's and Home Depot and literally just on the shelf was like, ooh, I like these ones. And there's 3 different, like they're not really, they're coordinating. They're not the same. So these ones I think were from Lowe's and they're bigger. And if you notice, they're straight, where these ones are very similar. They're a little bit smaller, but they have more of like a curve. That cabinet's way up there. This kitchen has a ton of storage, even though it's narrow. But they coordinate really well. And then the knobs.
And some knobs, some long screws, baby.
And the funny part is I had just bought them out of all that they had, and that it actually is going to work out. Oh, and then there's a third size too, which are these that are even smaller from Home Depot. And somehow this hodgepodge of me just grabbing 3 different things from 2 different stores are actually going to end up coordinating really well. And they look like it was on purpose. So funny. What do you need? Another one? Okay. So we have just enough. I'm like, okay, what can I do with 6 knobs, 12 of these, 16 of these, and they're actually looking really good. And then I'm gonna have Christian.
Crossing my bag dash, little Bobby dog watching everybody pass.
We are gonna be, to make side income, we have talked about doing, what were we gonna call this, babe? Our singing? Like, you can hire us out to sing, like if you have a,
We have a package deal.
what's the package deal?
We will do one renovation project for a limited time only. Mm-hmm. All right.
Now.
We call it the super deal.
Okay.
One renovation project and one concert for like a bar mitzvah or birthday party. So it's up to you.
You get 1 minor
your
electrical
choice.
repair, 1 plumbing, and 1 light installation, a little bit of paint from me.
These little ones going here.
Yep. And then we also sing, and we get to pick the songs. You don't get to choose what the playlist is. So, anyways, I think that we're gonna take this down, and then I'm gonna actually have Christian paint me a new one that is similar in size, but the same color as like this brushed, whatever color this is. And then obviously have drywall repair to do in here and touch up. And I'm thinking about painting the ceiling the same color as this cabinet, but in a flat or an eggshell, so it kind of disappears. And then someone is definitely gonna be mad at me for this, but in the kitchen, I'm painting this trim. Because, and I'm gonna leave it in the rest of the house, but the way that these windows are, like, it's really drawing your eye to them, and we wanna minimize them. And then I'll probably end up doing a backsplash like we had talked about. But in the kitchen, I'm painting the trim. And then we gotta do our little banquette seating over there. But for a very narrow kitchen, oh, and then we have a cabinet we have to do above here and wrap the refrigerator so the black doesn't stick out. Okay, I gotta babysit my husband. Okay, this is the end of episode 3 of Redemption Ridge. I cannot wait to show you episode 4. I'm going to edit it right now. So much progress happens. We enjoy the first weekend for my birthday with friends, so stay tuned for episode 4.